A thank you to Jupiter Boxing Club. All right, here we go. We've got a young man with us right now, Mark Reyes Jr., who is 14 years of age. He is ranked number 1 in the state of Florida, number 2 in the nation, and number 3 internationally. Mark Reyes Jr. And Mark, it's great to have you with us. Thanks for coming by to talk.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Talk a little bit about your career so far. I mean, you're only 14 years of age. You've got all these rankings. How long have you been in amateur boxing?
I first started fighting when I was about 12 years old, and well, I guess from the start, I just fell in love with the sport.
How many fights have you had as an amateur?
I've had 20 fights.
20 fights already?
Yeah.
Now, you've been unbeaten in Florida over the past couple of years. Your next bout is going to be at the National PAL Tournament in San Antonio, Texas, which is going to be coming up next month. What are you looking forward to in that particular outing?
I'm very excited, and I'm ready to go over there and do what I have to do to win.
Talk about your training for a minute, because a lot of folks that are watching our broadcast this evening, they don't realize what goes in to, I mean, you're going to school, obviously. You've got all your studies you have to take care of, and then you have to worry about training, I'm sure, after school into the evening. Talk about your training regimen for a minute, what you have to go through.
My dad picks me up from school and goes straight to the gym, and from the gym, I get to the gym, I start warming up, I stretch a little bit, then I start with my warm-up, shadow boxing, jump rope for about 4-6 rounds. Then I start on the bag, do about 6 rounds on the bag. Then I go to mitts. Then I do about 6 rounds on the mitts too. So I'm there at the gym for easily an hour and a half to 2 hours after all my workouts, and then I have to run after the gym. It's a lot of work.
You're making me tired just talking about it here. That's a lot of work to put in, but of course it all pays off. And
Yes,
talk about your trainers.
Well, my trainer Joe, I've been with him since I was about 7 years old. I wasn't even able to fight then, and we were still going through everything, helping me to where I'm at right now, and even now we're still training to make myself better.
Well, of course, you've made yourself better already by winning some titles here in the state of Florida. Tell us about some of your accomplishments.
Well, about a year ago, I won the state PAL, and in March I won the Golden Gloves. So yeah, that's.
What do you enjoy most about getting in there and competing in amateur boxing? What is the thrill for you?
I just basically I love getting in there and having everybody cheer for me, hearing the crowd behind me, and then just knowing that I'm in there doing what I love, and it's me that's in there. I don't have any team. I'm my own team.
I know that Mom is home watching you being interviewed this evening. What does she think about this amateur boxing stuff when you get in the ring? Is it tough for her?
My mom is actually pretty good about everything. She gets excited, I guess she's behind me through everything, and so is my dad. My whole family backs me up on what I do.
Speaking of your family, you have a companion here this evening. Who is this young gentleman?
This right here is my little brother, Isaiah, and he's behind me too.
I'll tell you what, Isaiah has a future perhaps as a broadcaster. He's been hanging out with us for the last couple of hours, even before we went on the air. He was helping us test out some microphones and giving us some pointers, actually, to see how we were going to do tonight. So, Isaiah, we appreciate you hanging out and being with us and giving us a hand here as we prepared for our broadcast. And, Mark, we want to wish you the best of luck coming up in that tournament. Do us well and do us proud here in the state of Florida. Again, ranked number 1 in Florida, number 2 in the nation, number 3 internationally. Last question, you thinking about the Olympics in a couple of years?
Yes, I am. That's a goal that's set in mind, and it's a goal I'm ready to achieve.
Well, we certainly do appreciate you coming by. We look to see you on one of these broadcasts in the near future.
Also, I would like to give a special thank you to my sponsors that helped me go and travel out to all these places. I want to thank my dad. I want to thank God first for being able to give me this ability. And I want to thank my dad for being the one that's taking me always to the gym. And I want to thank our troops across the seas that are fighting the fight so that I can fight my here at home.
That's fantastic, and a great shout-out. We appreciate that. Mark Reyes Jr., thank you very much. Good luck to you, my friend, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent. Mark Reyes Jr. Now, that is an example of the quality of individuals that you see in the sport of amateur boxing. Outstanding young man. And we are going to welcome in